I'm Dr. Kobe Taylor. I'm a functional medicine pharmacist and I own two pharmacies, Fusion Pharmacy, and I work a lot with alternatives and different therapies, and I'm always looking at new things and different things to compound and maybe new things that we need in our body. And one there's been a lot of buzz around and I've had a lot of calls about lately is oxytocin. Oxytocin is a neuropeptide or a hormone. We naturally release it when they go into labor, but there's lots of times that we release it other ways as well. So we get 5 times the amount when have sex. And some people, I think, maybe not realize that they actually have a deficiency or it's not being released the way that it should. And so it is a vital hormone and it does help us bond with other humans and make human connections and helps us feel connected. It helps with our feelings of happiness, it helps with pain, and it helps regulate some of our excitatory neurotransmitters, which amino acids do as well. So it's a really important hormone to be watching. So whether you're a patient or a provider or you just want to know more information about oxytocin, I encourage you to stick with me for a few minutes here as we talk about things and maybe look at connecting with us if you want to know more or do a deeper dive. So I just want to kind of talk about some indications that I've seen and some cases and kind of when I see it being used. I do see it used a lot in sexual dysfunction. So when someone has trouble getting to an orgasm or we find that it's used. So we use it topically in a cream for women that helps increase blood flow and connects with that. We affectionately call that scream cream, but it has several things to help increase blood flow or help women get into that state. We use it as a nasal spray, so we can use it nasally to help it's absorbed relatively fast. It's not absorbed real well orally, so it does work a lot better in a nasal spray. I see it used in depression. I've seen it used in anxiety, autism, gastroparesis. There's some medications that might be helpful in cancer. But ultimately, we're just looking at these different conditions and recognizing that sometimes people have these deficiencies. And then it's just a great opportunity to look at what it does and how it does. So when we look at the studies and we tease it out, it does appear to help the pharmacology, helping people be connected. So it is taking it on a daily basis can often help people have less anxiety, less depression, overall just increasing their mood and their sense of well-being. I've had some indications of people using it for severe vertigo or dizziness. I have a case where a patient's using it for that. I have a couple of patients in autism that have used it, and we've used it sometimes in combination with another product called Synapsin, which is helping with shrink brain connections, and so it's helping so your brain's not leaky or stuff's not crossing, but helping with inflammation and just overall helping with well-being and focus and depression and anxiety, kind of an overall sense of how a person feels. And we've seen some really positive case reports as we've seen this being used in different indications. And there's lots of discussion going on and more research coming out all the time around oxytocin and the benefits that it can have. So ultimately, I want to help you feel comfortable taking it or prescribing it, whichever one of those applies to you, and we'd love to connect with you further. So click on the link, download the oxytocin information, book an appointment with me if you want to connect with me directly, connect to my calendar, get on it, let's talk about it, figure out how it's going to be best to help to use, or if you want to help prescribe or use it for other people, let's connect and talk about it and do a deeper dive. I'd love to help you in any way I can.